And always remember, geek out. Welcome to another episode of Out Geeked. Thank you for joining us. Here we go again, Al and Mike. We have some awesome, great, and fresh new episode here for you. We are thinking outside the box, and today we have the amazing duo of Vegeta, Goku, Super Saiyan 4, and
Optimus Prime and Grimlock.
So we're trying something new today. We are showing off the best duos that we believe could take each other out. And today I do have Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 and Goku Super Saiyan 4. Really well known transformation from Dragon Ball GT, which was aired in Japan in 1996 and concluded in 1997. Total of 64 episodes. And a lot of people don't like GT. I think the storyline was kind of poor, but I really do like the transformation of Super Saiyan 4 for Goku and Vegeta. It's pretty cool how they reach it. I grew up watching these Dragon Ball Z. We're started with Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and now Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball GT starts really strangely. I believe they used the Black Star Dragon Balls.
I believe so.
They were hidden away at Kame's place or Dende's place at that time.
Well, yeah, I mean, Dende became the Kami of the Earth.
Right.
So pretty much you're both correct.
Yeah. So, Pilaf, the little green guy that was forever involved in Dragon Ball, showed up, made it somehow up there, and we're trying to get the Dragon Balls to make their wish to become emperors of the world. And it was kind of funny how he actually made the wish.
Yeah.
He says along the way, I wish you were a kid again so I can teach you a thing or two. And
he turned him into a kid.
Yeah, he turned him into a kid. So that's pretty much how it started. And then he traveled the galaxy searching these Dragon Balls with Pam and Trunks. And I think that's what really started the season, or the Dragon Ball GT, and like the wrong steps. I think it was kind of boring. We didn't want to see young Trunks and young Pam traveling the world.
GT has some good ideas, but the execution was rather poor. It was just like, conceptually I see what they were going with, but I was like, do I really want to see them doing another Savage or something?
Yeah. So I think Dragon Ball Z is more fighting and reaching new heights and new levels, pushing their limits, and new transformations. So once they got done and over with the scavenger hunt, like you said, I think for me at least, it picked up a little bit. They fought the baby, was a big stepping stone for Goku and Vegeta. That's how they reached Super Saiyan 4. Funny story, how they reached it is that they try to pull, at least for Goku, they pull his tail out. He went all the way up to the Supreme Kai's world, and the old man knew about the tails and the transformation and the new levels that they could reach with the tails, and so they started pulling his tail out, which was kind of silly. So they did, and Goku ended up fighting Baby, which he was already on Vegeta's body, or in Vegeta's body, and fighting, and not knowing that they had come back with the planet of the Tuffles right next to Earth. It kind of looked like the moon, and he transformed into an ape. And then he was already Super Saiyan, so he turned to the Golden Ape, and then he was destroying everything. And Pam, helped him transform into Super Saiyan 4. So that's pretty much how he reached it. And then Vegeta reached it more towards the end, because Goku fought Baby and Vegeta's body. Then Baby escaped, and Goku ended up eliminating Baby. But then Vegeta came up with Super Saiyan 4 at the end, fighting Ultimate Shenron, or what's his name again?
Omega Shenron.
Omega Shenron.
Yeah, I'm a little iffy with the GT.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched it too. So so he fought at Omega Shenron. He reached that level by Bulma hitting him with some Blood Wave Ray and making his tail grow back, and that's when he ended up getting his Super Saiyan 4. Really cool ending. The big bosses were Baby, I'd say Super 17, and then the dragons. And it's pretty cool how the dark dragons came up, and there was Ice, which was a big gargoyle, which I believe he was the 3rd star Dragon Ball. There was Haze, which was about pollution, it was like a big lizard or a frog, and he was the 2-star Dragon Ball. And then Shin which he ended up being Omega Shenron. He was the 1-star Dragon Ball. And then the 4-star Dragon Ball, which had a connection with Goku due to his grandpa having the ball for a long time. He was Nova Shenron. He was the fire gargoyle looking dragon. And then we have Rage, he was like a big pterodactyl looking thing. He was the 5th-star Dragon Ball. And then he had the electrical powers. And then there was Oceanus. She was like a goddess of the sea. She was water. And then a big mole looking thing. He was like not Natron or Natroon. And he had ground power. So at the end of the day, they were all defeated. Omega Shenron or Shin got all the Dragon Balls, put them in, consumed them. And then he became Omega Shenron. And that's how they had to fuse do the fusion dance to create Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, which was also another cool, pretty cool episode or pretty cool scene. He was a very jokester. I think Gogeta takes more of personality of Goku.
I think so too. Yeah. More jokey, more silly, prankster. And then Vegeta is more of a Vegeta. Like Vegeta.
Yeah,
like he's more calm, collective, and more strategic.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
Yeah, I think so too. And over here, I did do the double unboxing. Really cool action figures by SH Figuarts, and I like the details and the colors, the distinctions between Goku and Vegeta. The height, the color of the fur, which the fur you can see on Goku, he's a little lighter, like a pinkish red, and then my boy here, Vegeta, he has a darker red, more of a royal red, ape-like skin. But my boy Vegeta here, they always do him dirty on the anime, and then they also do him dirty on the Figuarts, man. I mean, look at the beam that Goku has over here.
Yeah.
Just, a red Kamehameha with, lights coming out of the orb. And my boy over here, he just gets a little key blast.
Goku's flexing his main character card right in front of Vegeta.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Come on, SH Figuarts, do him right.
You ever thought, looking at the two, since Goku's fur is a little lighter than Vegeta, you think the reason is because Vegeta had to use the blood waves, that he technically didn't get the power up properly? I think that maybe that's what the color is trying to represent. Goku got the power up somewhat properly mastered Ozaru.
Maybe, but I'd say maybe because he's the prince, so he's darker
maybe
red,
more royal, distinguished. It's something I always thought when watching GT. Why his is slight different color,
right? Yeah. But I think it's pretty cool because it gives them a different. Also, their hair. His hair is a little bit brownish. Goku's darker black, or just a lot darker than his. So, like the action figure, the only thing I could say bad about it is, again, they didn't do Vegeta right how they had to do him. Maybe give him a big final flash or a big bang attack like he used to do a lot, and give him a big orb, man. Like, what the heck? Give him a little key blast. But this episode is more about showing our duos. I think Vegeta and Goku are the ultimate duo everywhere. We always compare them. What if they would go against DC and Marvel? I think they would wipe the floor.
Yeah, Marvel and DC don't have a chance.
Yeah, no chance whatsoever. So if they would go head to head with our DC characters and Marvel characters, they would not go well. I know they have parodies out there with Goku going against Superman, but the two aliens going to get
two aliens. I mean, we both know technically probably both will never actually fight.
Right. Yeah.
But I think Goku would take care of Superman.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah. Give him a little rock.
A little rock. I mean, honestly, Goku would just fly Superman into the sun and probably just call it a day.
Yeah.
Man, when you were talking about the Omega Shenron fight, I don't GT. I'm super iffy about GT. I didn't watch it as much, but I remember a scene where Gogeta swallowed a Dragon Ball. It was
Goku.
Goku. Okay, I didn't want to swallow the Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
what was that all about?
Yeah, he swallowed it so that it was actually the 4-star Dragon Ball.
Okay, his grandpa's ball.
Yeah, his grandpa's ball. Yeah, so he swallowed it so that Omega Shenron didn't get it.
Oh, that's interesting. That screams like a Goku strategy. I just remember.
Yeah, he almost choked himself to death.
Of course, I see the Dragon Ball. It's a giant marble, and I was like, why is only Goku I'm gonna eat this Dragon Ball for you don't get it?
Yeah. I remember that, and Vegeta's like, "You stupid imbecile."
I could just hear Vegeta. Why would you eat that crap? I just wanted to keep it away from Shenron.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. So, I mean, GT, you know, it's a show that a lot of people, you know, might not like. I just think the whole Super Saiyan 4 was a cool idea. They have great designs. These Figuarts, they did a really good job. SH Figuarts did a really good job on these Figuarts, capturing, you know, all the joints and capturing all the colors in the right shades in the right places. I really can't say anything bad other than they didn't give more props to my boy here, Vegeta, to do, you know, his big bang attack or, you know, his final flash. They just gave him a little key blast.
That is kind of disappointing. I figured Vegeta would at least get, or like Gatling gun.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the Figuarts. I have them displayed, and these are my two duos. What about you?
Well, today I brought Optimus Prime and Grimlock from the Transformers series. I figured if I was gonna bring some aliens, I'm bringing some aliens of my own. Transformers is a well-known franchise. Although I started off as a Beast Wars fan, I went back in time and tried out the other franchises. And G1 series was pretty good. I liked it. Optimus Prime first appeared in the first episode in 1984, More Than Meets the Eye, after the Ark crash landed on Earth 65 million years ago when the Decepticons were chasing them. After a while, they were offline and woke up. If I remember, they probably woke up sometime in the 80s. I couldn't remember. Sorry, G1 fans. I'm a little blurred on that one. Optimus Prime is known for his truck alt mode, greatest leader of Cybertron, and the leader of the Autobots. This is the War for Cybertron version of the toy. When it first came out, it was $40 at the time. Right now, it probably is asking for a bit more. Optimus Prime, as you guys know, in a certain movie in August 1986, Optimus Prime made a bunch of children cry. And you want to know why?
What's that?
They killed him in the movie.
Okay.
They killed Optimus Prime in the movie, and it ruined so many 80s kids' childhood. They killed Optimus Prime and replaced him with a new leader, Rodimus Prime. And people hated the poor guy.
Is that an anime movie?
That was the official Transformers first movie in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how like the cartoon had like the cartoon itself led up to that movie. And after that movie, season 3 started. So the official.
I need to watch that movie. I haven't watched it.
It's a good one. I'll let you borrow it. Optimus Prime, as for his weaponry, he comes with his ion cannon. He also came with like this two-sided axe. It's yellow. I lost it. It was like this mini-con pterodactyl that transformed into an axe. Unfortunately, I lost it somewhere. He also came with like this energon shield, which I also lost. I decided.
Man, he is losing everything. Man. That's why you keep the box.
Yeah, that's why I keep the box. But I'm glad because I'd rather have Optimus Prime with his iconic ion blaster. Also, if you open the chest, it comes with the Matrix of Leadership.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I remember seeing that on Beast Wars.
Yep. There it is. Yeah, that's the Matrix of Leadership. Has all the experience of past Cybertronian leaders. So other past primes and other leaders of Cybertron pass on their experience to the Matrix of Leadership, and for the next holder, the Matrix of Leadership can use their experience. So I feel like there was probably a Cybertronian that dealt with Saiyan before. I think Prime will have that knowledge. Like, all right, I know. I could hold my own on some Saiyans.
You know, I always wondered if Megatron has his own Matrix of experience.
There isn't one for the Decepticons because it is like a pure good thing. Like,
but man, he always goes head to toe against Prime. So you imagine if Megatron did get it?
Well, there is an evil version of it, but it's in like an alternate universe, like a shadow universe. You know, everybody has like the evil version.
Okay.
It's in the Shattered Glass, I believe, that they have like the Autobots are the bad guys and the Decepticons are the good guys. But Megatron obviously could go toe to toe Optimus Prime. He's obviously.
Can you imagine if he didn't have the Matrix of experience or Matrix of leadership?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing because in War Dawn we see Optimus Prime's origin. He was just a civilian robot. Like his name was Orion Pax. And he worked in the docks, and then Megatron came by. "Quote unquote," he says they're checking the docks and whatever. He kills Orion Pax. And he kills Orion Pax, killed his girlfriend Ariel and his best friend. I can't remember his name. That's how important he was, I guess, to my mind. And then Optimus Prime was taken to Alpha Trion and reformatted to Optimus Prime, a combat-ready robot. Because the Autobots weren't meant for like combat. They were more like civilians, like artists, stuff like common people. And the Decepticons were more combat war machines. So I'll make Alpha Trion upgraded Optimus Prime to combat the Decepticons.
Okay.
And then over here is Grimlock. Grimlock first appeared in October 27, 1984 in SOS Dinobots. Grimlock he was not from Cybertron. He was actually from Earth. He was created by Wheeljack, the science officer of the Autobots, after they found some dinosaur fossils in the volcano that the Ark crashed into. So they based Grimlock on an older 1800s Tyrannosaurus Rex build. Grimlock.
Take that, Megatron.
Yeah, I know, right? Grimlock, if he is one, if not the strongest of the Autobots, he could go toe to toe with Megatron. And in the comics books, the comic books aren't really part of the cartoon itself. They're like a separate continuity, I believe. But he took down Trypticon, and Trypticon's like a Titan-sized transformer on his own. Let's see. Grimlock, his power, he able to breathe fire. He had this double barrel cannon shotgun, which I lost. And this figure did not include the sword. Some of you may know that this is the Studio 86 figure. At the time, it was $60. The price for this figure has skyrocketed recently. I believe it's probably like $300.
I mean, I've seen the one that says Grimlock transform, and he transforms himself. How much is that one?
$800.
$800?
Yeah, that's a self-transform. This one was just a cheap $60 in comparison.
Jeez. But yeah, that one's pretty cool, too.
And Grimlock, he only believes in strength. He sees Optimus Prime as a weakling. He says he should be the leader, but these two, when the time comes, they will fight together because they're like, Grimlock is a good guy. He just feels like he should be the leader. Kind
of like Dinobot and Megatron.
Yeah. Funny enough, Dinobot in Beast Wars was kind of inspired from the Dinobots in G1 because they were a good guy, but they just felt like they should lead. They see themselves stronger, but Prime obviously is the true leader of the Autobots. He told, he has like, hey, you may have the brute strength and the firepower, but you don't have the leadership experience that I do. I mean, Optimus Prime led the Autobots for like almost 8 million years. Mm-hmm. He has the leadership experience.
Oh yeah, I mean, he has the leadership of Matrix.
Matrix of leadership?
Yeah, Matrix of leadership. I keep messing up that
one. Oh yeah, trust me. It took me a while to actually learn how to what it was called. Like I said, this is the Grimlock toys based off the Studio 86 line, which is movie accurate to the toy accurate for the movie. And then Earthspark's a different Transformers series. This is War for Cybertron was a Netflix series that came out not too long ago. This Optimus Prime is based off of that version of Optimus Prime. And I believe if those two would have fought, I could see Grimlock going toe-to-toe with Vegeta because they're both kind of arrogant.
Yeah, okay.
I can see that. And then Prime and Goku, because they are the main characters, you have to have the two main characters fight it out. Yeah. Even though I should flip the other two because Grimlock and Goku probably have the same mental capacity. Both big brutes, just want to fight. But I just have to put the main characters fighting the main characters.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember on the latest Dragon Ball Z that came out, it's Dragon Ball Super, they have those mechanical machines like Vegeta.
Yep.
So it would be kind of like Vegeta against Vegeta.
Yeah,
so
pretty much. And honestly, deep down, if they really did fought, Prime and Goku probably would never actually fight. Because Prime would try to first talk somebody out of it, and Goku doesn't fight people unless they're like actual like threats.
Yeah, I mean, he would rather eat, but he's always wanting to fight somebody.
They could fight, but I don't see them like going to the death.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, if they're like, hey, let's fight it out, they'll fight it out. Now, Grimlock will be on the other hand, he'll probably want to fight to the death. He just wants to prove that he's stronger than Goku. I mean, Grimlock, yeah, like I said, he's not from Cybertron. He was created in Earth. So he doesn't. So he's just one fighting machine. He's not as smart as the other Cybertronians because he's just built for power. Pretty much the Dinobots were made for like if the Autobots are getting their asses beat by the Decepticons, they call in the Dinobots for backup. But there's times where the Dinobots feel like they should lead, so they try to take over. And Optimus Prime has to step up and like, hey, I'm the leader of the Autobots. You sit back. Like, geez, I mean, it's the people cried for my death, not yours.
I mean, I would say, I guess today we will agree to disagree. I mean, I they're cool robots, but they're still mechanical beings. I think Vegeta and Goku would just annihilate the Transformers.
I don't know. I mean, Optimus Prime dies like every other Tuesday, and he'll come back.
You're proving my point.
Yeah, he'll come back. Yeah, but he's been around for a while. He'll come back. These guys will eventually die out.
That's true. That's true. They've been around for what, 8,000 years or so?
Optimus Prime led the Autobots for like probably 8 million years.
8 million years. So.
Grimlock, he's kind of brand new. He's been around since the 80s. But also the fact is, unless they blow up the whole planet Cybertron or like the whole base, they can go back and repair themselves.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the androids.
Good point.
Like the androids, they don't have like that stamina.
Good point. Good point. You make great points. That's why, I told you to just pick 2 duos, and I picked 2 duos, and I knew you're gonna pick the right one. So,
and I mean, I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see them fight, like duke it out, like who.
Like I said, the closest thing that we have is Vegeta against Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super. So,
and like in the comics, in the Transformers, the Marvel comics, the Autobots fought like superhuman villains before with powers.
okay.
Yeah, like for example, I can't remember her name, but she really hated the Transformers. She had like electrical powers. Now obviously they're machines, so the electricity will affect them a lot. And then also they had crossovers with G.I. Joe, so Cobra was fighting against. They fought against like human enemies before.
Yeah, funny enough, the last movie they introduced the G.I. Joes.
Yep, they did.
So
yeah, they introduced G.I. Joe. They're gonna make a Hasbro cinematic universe.
oh boy, here we go.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't a big fan of G.I. Joe.
Neither
but
was I.
I know my dad was, and I'm sure other of our age's parents were a fan of G.I. Joes.
I know.
But
My coworker of mine, his G.I. Joe was his show. Like, he loves G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe!
He was introduced to Transformers through G.I. Joe. And then my cousin, he's into Transformers. And not Transformers. He's into G.I. Joe.
I love those old G.I. Joe commercials. Like, don't do drugs.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I love the PSA. Don't cross the street without a friend. And then going is half the battle.
But anyways, this concludes our first duo episode. Well, so remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and leave us a comment.
Yeah, this is our first duo episode. So if you guys have any comments or criticisms, valuable criticism, let us know in the comments how we could do the next episode differently. And let us know what kind of other matchups you want to see. How would you guys think we should do it? Let us know in the comments. And let us know if you think Optimus Prime and Grimlock could stand a chance against Goku and Vegeta. I say yes. Al says no. Let us know what you guys think.
That's right. And always remember, geek out. So this is our style of...
This is our style, our generation of art. What you say, how some people have art display in their house, statues, busts. We have these toys that we like to display.